This man gets chosen to wield a powerful weapon in the galaxy. He fights an evil entity with a monstrous look to save Earth from being destroyed. The movie starts as we see aliens on a lost planet. They seem to have crashed their spaceship and are requesting for backup. They fall into a pit and see another life form being trapped. The life form known as Parallax sucks in their life force and breaks out of prison. On Earth, a kid named Hal Jordan is seen talking with his dad named Johnny. His dad is a test pilot and is going to test a new plane that will change the course of history. Hal wakes up in the morning and misses the school bus. He runs to his father's workplace and meets him. Johnny gives his jacket to Hal while Carl, the boss of the place, takes him away. Hal meets up with his friends Carol, who is the daughter of the boss, and Hector, who is the son of the senator. The trio go to watch Johnny test the plane. An explosion occurs as the part of the plane is damaged. Hal runs to his father as Johnny tries to get out. The plane explodes as the force pushes Hal away. A Green Lantern named Abin Sur is seen talking to his junior named Sinestro. They are done talking when Parallax attacks him. It turns out that Parallax was imprisoned by Abin Sur and is there for revenge. Abin flies away and thinks he lost Parallax. Parallax attacks him from the side and Abin gets into the escape pod. He sends a message to the Guardians and Sinestro, telling them that the enemy is Parallax. We see Hal waking up in the morning. He drives his car fast as he is late for work. It turns out that he also became a test pilot. Carol scolds him for being late. He is in the plane and Carol is seen as his wingman. They are to test 2 automated planes which will be sold to the military. Hal uses Carol as a decoy as she is out. He flies to space as the planes follow him. The 3 planes experience engine failure as Hal destroys all the planes. He is about to start his engine. As he remembers his father, he comes back to reality as he ejects himself and floats using the parachute. Carl wants to fire Hal for having destroyed the contract, but Carol gives him suspension. We see Abin on Earth as he makes his ring to go choose a new wielder. Hal goes home as he meets with his nephew named Jason. He gifts a plane to him and the ring's power enters Hal. Hal goes outside to get in his car as the green power covers him. It takes him miles away as he lands near Abin. He gets Abin out of the plane as Abin gives him the ring. Abin introduces himself and tells Hal to place the ring on the lantern and say the oath. We see Thomas come to Hal. We also see that Hal had already buried the Abin as Thomas requests to study the spaceship. They see the military coming as they escape. We see Thomas holding a lantern. They mistakenly use the ring to touch the lantern as it causes energy to surge in their car. Hal manages to hold the car in place. Sinestro has an audience with the Guardians. He tells the Guardians that Abin Sur has been killed by Parallax and he requests to go with his strongest lanterns to fight Parallax. Hector is approached by the government. They take him to a facility and he meets with a lady named Amanda. They show the alien body to Hector as he examines it. He touches the power of Parallax as it enters his body. Hal places the ring on the lantern and says the oath of America. He gets mad for the ring not working as it shines. Hal starts to say the oath of the Green Lantern as his pupils change. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Carol comes to see him as they go to a bar. They both start to dance as Carol asks Hal about his father. Hal gets mad and goes outside. Bob and his friends attack Hal for losing the contract. They beat him up and gang up on him. With the ring on his finger, he throws cans at Bob and his friends. The ring forms a punch hitting Bob and his friends away. The ring takes Hal away as he flies into space. Hal struggles but gives in and closes his eyes. He is seen in a white room. Knowledge is being impacted into him through the use of electricity. Hector's cells are being mutated as he also feels immense pain. Hal wakes up with the Green Lantern suit on. He admires himself in the mirror as he sees Tomar. Tomar tells Hal about the Green Lantern and shows him around. They fly to the core as they meet more Green Lanterns. Sinestro announces the death of Abin Sur and the one who wears his ring. The Lanterns turn their heads to Hal. Tomar teaches Hal to create constructs from his mind, but he finds it difficult. Kilowog traps Hal's legs and tests his will strength. He creates black hole as Hal struggles to stay outside. Hal uses chains to pull Kilowog to the ground. Sinestro comes to Hal and belittles him. He creates a sword as Sinestro creates two. They have a fight as Sinestro overpowers him. Hal uses various constructs but is caught in the process. Hal quits and leaves. Hector is seen lecturing. He hears the thoughts of his student insulting him. He uses his mind to throw the student to the front. Sinestro takes his lanterns and attack Parallax. They have their life force sucked out of them, leaving Sinestro as the only survivor. The Guardians say that Parallax was once a Guardian that has been consumed by the power of fear, turning him into a monster. Hector is seen with his dad at a program. He hears his dad belittling him in his thoughts. Hal's ring senses danger and Hector makes a pipe hit the chopper his father was in. Carol is about to be crushed when Hal saves her. He uses the ring to create a racetrack and lands the chopper. He takes Carol out and gives her to her dad. The following day, Thomas comes in, wanting to see the Green Lantern suit. Hal charges the ring and transforms into the Green Lantern. Thomas is surprised and excited that his friend is a superhero. He says that they always get the girl. Hal goes to Carol's place. She recognizes Hal by his cheekbone. Hal explains the concept of a Green Lantern to her and tells her that he quit. Carol is disappointed and leaves. Amanda takes Hector, who has been mutated, to the lab. The ring senses danger as Hal's pupils change. Hector lifts Amanda up to hit the glass and holds his dad in the table. Hal comes in and uses water to take Amanda away. He tries to save the senator when Hector throws containers to hit him. Hal kicks one container to hit Hector. They both fall to the ground as Hector touches Hal. He sees that the Green Lantern is Hal and Parallax. Senses Abin Sur's ring through Hector. He talks to Hal and tells him that, for wearing the ring of Abin Sur, he will destroy Earth and anyone in it. Hector throws his father into a containment and sets him up on fire. Parallax tells Hector to get rid of Hal. Hal calls Carol and Thomas to tell them about the issue. Carol encourages Hal as he leaves. We see that Sinestro has forged a ring made from Parallax's power, fear. They plan to leave Earth to the fate of Parallax. Hal comes to the Guardians and requests permission to fight Parallax and save Earth. They grant him permission as Sinestro tells him good luck. Hal goes back to Earth as his pupils change. He sees that Hector has the fear cells in a syringe close to Carol's neck. Hal gives his ring to Hector and Hector attacks Hal. Hal controls the blast as he returns it to Hector. Parallax comes in and kills Hector for failing him. Hal is lifted into the air and is about to die. Carol sends missiles to attack Parallax. Hal escapes with Carol as he leaves for the fight. He catapults Parallax's blast back to it. Hal is being pushed down. He recites the oath of the Green Lantern as he pushes Parallax back. He uses a fan to drill through Parallax, moving into space. He uses the space station to hit Parallax. He moves through asteroids to slow Parallax down. Hal holds himself to avoid being sucked into the sun. He flies over Parallax and gets behind him. He punches Parallax, causing it to burn in the sun's heat. Hal is about to be sucked in when three ropes pull him back. It turns out to be Kilowog, Sinestro and Tomar. They are seen in the Green Lantern planet. Sinestro says that Abin Sur has found another lantern just like him. Tomar and Kilowog make fun of Hal as the Corps praise him. Hal kisses Carol and tells her he has a mission that will take him far away. He flies and moves to space for his next mission. We see Sinestro putting on the yellow ring. He feels immense power and the movie ends.